Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Students, today we have got two incredible stories to share with you. First, we are going to talk about something that might affect your future studies, that is, STEM education in India. Now, you might be wondering what is STEM and why should I care? Well, we will explain that. And then we will take a journey to space and uncover some secrets about our very own sun. And have you ever wondered how the sun actually spins? So this is what we are going to find out today, right? So let's start with the big question that we have today. Is first is what is STEM? Yes, STEM क्या है? Students, STEM stands for uh, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And these subjects are super important in today's world. Think about it. Whenever you use a smartphone or play a game or even visit the doctor, STEM is all behind it. From building bridges to launching rockets, people with STEM knowledge are making all these amazing things possible. Now, in India, more and more students are studying in they are very interested in studying STEM subjects, which is fantastic, right? And this we have also get to know when we during mentorship classes or during the onboarding session when we talk to the students what is your aim or what is your goal. Most of the students also answer that I want to become I want to become scientist, right? I want to become doctor. So all these ideas, all these studies are basically included in STEM. And uh, but so we know that students are interested in studying STEM subjects, but there's a small problem which is mentioned in this news article. uh, and the problem is the quality of education, right? While a lot of students are studying these subjects, but the quality of education isn't always as good as it could be. Some students are graduating without having the right skills or knowledge they need for jobs. Why do you think that is? देखो, स्टेम पढ़ तो रहे हैं बच्चे, लेकिन जो जब वो पास होके ग्रेजुएट होके जब बाहर निकल रहे हैं, तो जो स्किल सेट चाहिए उन्हें, जो नॉलेज बेस उन्हें चाहिए एक जॉब के लिए, वो उनके पास नहीं है। तो जो नॉलेज है, जो उन्होंने पढ़ाई करी है, वो जॉब ओरिएंटेड नहीं है। सो हेयर द इशू इज ऑफ क्वालिटी। क्वालिटी का इशू है। सो ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? रीजन क्या है? Students, it turns out that many colleges and universities in India are facing challenges. कौन से challenges? Some schools focus on teaching, but they don't have enough time or resources to do research. Yes, यहाँ पर ये mention है कि उनके पास इतना एक तो टाइम भी नहीं है। ज़्यादा फोकस किस पे होता है कि सिलेबस कंप्लीट कराना है और फटाफट बच्चों को डिग्री वगैरह दे देनी है, राइट? और इतने रिसोर्सेस भी नहीं है। अगर टाइम है तो रिसोर्सेस भी नहीं है। सो ये इशू आ रहा है। और जब हम रिसर्च की बात करते हैं, राइट, रिसर्च इज लाइक आस्किंग डीपर क्वेश्चंस एंड फाइंडिंग न्यू आंसर्स, राइट? रिसर्च का मतलब क्या होता है? जैसे मैं अगर बोलूं कि मैं एक केमिस्ट्री की रिसर्च कर रही हूँ। केमिस्ट्री का एक टॉपिक है, लेट्स से आई एम डूइंग अ रिसर्च ऑन फ्लेवेनॉइड्स। तो फ्लेवेनॉइड्स पे अगर मैं रिसर्च कर रही हूँ, तो उसका मतलब है कि आई एम आस्किंग डीपर क्वेश्चंस एंड फाइंडिंग न्यू आंसर, राइट? एंड दिस आल्सो हेल्प्स इम्प्रूविंग टीचिंग टू। बट इशू है क्या है कि रिसोर्सेस नहीं है। रिसोर्सेस भी अगर है अवेलेबल तो टाइम पे नहीं उसको यूटिलाइज किया जा रहा है। सो अ bunch of really smart people have come up with ideas to fix this. Now some people they have come up with the ideas to fix this issue. And one idea is to make teaching and research institutions work together. Imagine if your math or science teacher could collaborate with a scientist. Wouldn't that be cool? Right? So you would get to hear all about the latest discoveries and maybe even try out some experiments yourself. Another idea is about funding, right? Imagine if you wanted to build the world's coolest science project, but you didn't have enough supplies. So if schools get more funds, they can buy better equipment, which means students can do more hands-on projects and learn in exciting new ways, right? That is what is mentioned here. So there's something also called national education policy. Yes, national education policy, which is a plan to improve education in India. So with NEP, which is a short form of national education policy, NEP school will focus more on research. And that means students like you might get to do awesome projects and learn how to think like scientists. So basically, to sum up this whole article, by improving this, the writer is saying that by improving STEM education, India is hoping to create more skilled engineers and tech experts. And who knows, maybe one day one of you listening this podcast will become a scientist or an engineer who invents something very amazing. Now, students, uh, let's switch gears and look up to the sky. Yes. Have you ever looked at the sun and wonder, does it spin like the earth? And what's going on up there? The answer might surprise you. Students, the sun does spin, but it doesn't spin the same way as earth. Earth is solid, which means it spins all in one pieces, but the sun is different. It's made up of gases, and these gases are basically super hot gases. And earth is solid, right? And this you have already, I am expecting that you have already learned this in your science class, is what is solid, what is liquid, and what is gas, right? So earth is solid, but sun is made up of gases, right? And these gases are at very hot temperature. So because it is not solid, different parts of sun spin, different part of sun spin at different speed, and this is what scientists call differential rotation. All right, so here's what that means. See, near the sun's equator, it takes about 26 and half days, 26.5, yes, 26 and half days for it to complete one spin. But as you move towards sun's poles, which is like the top, एकदम टॉप में या फिर एकदम बॉटम में, अर्थ का भी ऐसे ही है ना, नॉर्थ पोल एंड साउथ पोल, तो वैसे ही सन के अगर आप पोल पर जाओगे, it takes even longer. It takes 31 days to rotate in its own equator. Isn't that wild? Imagine if parts of your body rotated at different speeds. You would look pretty funny, wouldn't you? Now you might be wondering, why does this happen? Students, scientists aren't exactly sure. Even though we know a lot about the sun, there are still many mysteries to solve. And solar physicists, the scientists who study the sun, are working to understand how it works. And one thing we do know is that the sun is at a very high temperature, right? Sun's temperature is very hot. And at its core or center may, it's around 15 million degrees Kelvin, right? 15 million degrees Kelvin. To give you an idea, That's more than 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. Basically, सरफेस क्या है? जो सन का जो सरफेस है वो थोड़ा कूलर है, बट इट इज स्टिल रियली हॉट, लाइक 6000 डिग्रीज केल्विन, जो कि बहुत है. एंड दैट्स इनफ टू मेल्ट pretty much anything on earth, right? So this spinning and the sun's high temperature play a big role in its activity, like solar flares. कौन सी एक्टिविटी? सोलार फ्लेयर्स. ओके, सोलार फ्लेयर्स हो गया, या फिर सन स्पॉट्स हो गया. अब सोलार फ्लेयर और सन स्पॉट्स क्या है? बेसिकली these are kinds of explosion on the sun surface. सन के सरफेस पे एक्सप्लोजन है, राइट? And sometimes this energy even reaches Earth and it creates beautiful lights in the sky called auroras. Maybe you have heard of the northern lights or aurora borealis, right? So, yep, that's all thanks to the sun. So, we'll do a small activity. Just open a YouTube and type what is northern lights or aurora borealis, and you just see that how beautiful it is, right? So, and another cool fact is, by studying the sun's spin and all its activity, scientists can learn a lot about other stars too. Did you know the sun is actually a star? Yep, it's the closest star to Earth, which is why it looks so big and bright. Stars far away are like tiny points of light, but they are actually huge like our sun. All right, students. So, today there was a lot of information, right? हमने बहुत कुछ सीखा, बहुत कुछ हमने पढ़ा, right? Today we learned about, first thing we learned about STEM education in India and why it is so important for future scientists, engineers, and even tech experts. Maybe even you, right? And with better resources and collaboration, students can do more hands on projects and learn from real scientists. Wouldn't that be amazing कि आप स्कूल में जा रहे हो और जो रियल साइंटिस्ट है उन्होंने आपके साइंस टीचर के साथ कोलैबोरेट करके एक प्रोजेक्ट इंट्रोड्यूस किया है जिसमें आप पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हो, तो बहुत अच्छा एक लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस होगा, राइट? So, and then we blasted off into space to learn about sun's mysterious spinning. Remember, the sun spins at different speeds in different parts because it is made up of hot gases. So this helps create solar flares and affect things all the way here on Earth, like the beautiful northern lights. I hope you enjoyed today's journey through science and space. Remember, the world around you is full of fascinating mysteries, from the tiniest particles to the biggest stars. And if you stay curious, there's no limit to what you can learn or discover. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one solving these mysteries. So thanks for tuning in today. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep exploring and asking questions.